Last night on Twitter, and actually since it's Monday, how about we talk about this past weekend on Twitter. Good morning, I'm Greg Bishop. It is Springfield's Morning News on 92.7 WMAY, Springfield's News and Talk, where you can always call in live and local at 217-629-7970 as we broadcast each and every weekday morning from 6 to 9. Right now it's 7:11 Central Time. If you're watching online, don't forget you can also follow me on Twitter, Bishop On Air, or you can find me on YouTube and Facebook as well. Just search out Bishop On Air, and you can also see us stream live throughout the show, and also that includes some conversations we're going to have a little bit later on this hour with Adam Andrzejewski from OpenTheBooks.com about how much of your federal money is being earmarked. So stay tuned. That's just something else that's coming up today. But let's talk about Elon Musk and Twitter. Of course, the second richest man in the world, buying Twitter for $44 billion. And he's had a pretty interesting ride over the past few weeks, let alone the past weekend, where he started the weekend off with a lot of back and forth about, if you look at his Twitter feed, how he was handling the blue check mark, how he was handling journalists that he says were doxing him, making the executive decision to suspend journalists that were doxing him. And what's really interesting here is he seems to be wanting to hold a mirror up to what's happened in the past with all of the Twitter files, which, by the way, yesterday there was also I think a seventh batch of Twitter files that came out. This after last week, you had a different batch of Twitter files come out that showed some pressure from federal agencies being put on Twitter, even during him taking over the social network, showing that the federal government was pressuring Twitter censors to censor certain types of speech, and that is, according to a lot of people, a violation of the First Amendment. So that's something that Elon Musk's putting up a mirror to with releasing those Twitter files. But he's also seeming to highlight a clear double standard here by suspending several prominent writers and journalists because he says that they were doxing his real-time location with his private jet, especially with his kid being on that private jet. So he suspended some journalists, got a lot of blowback for it. And what was interesting was to see how the mainstream corporate media reported on that breathlessly and making a lot of assumptions about free speech. But where were these media outlets during the time when other prominent conservative journalists were being censored, including the story about Hunter Biden's laptop before the 2020 election, something that the Twitter files highlighted quite a bit. So Elon Musk seems to be putting up that mirror of the double standard and highlighting it in some interesting ways. Now, something else he did yesterday over the weekend was he posted a poll that really, I think, spurred a lot of interest. And just to get through some of this here, the poll he posted was, should he step down as CEO of Twitter? And in particular, there's a lot of World Cup action. He's a big soccer fan, apparently, or a big football fan. But let's get to this poll, because he posted a poll and asked if he should step down as head of Twitter, and he'll abide by the results of the poll. And it came out after 17.5 million votes, 57% or so say that he should step down. So that's Elon Musk. Now, is he going to step down as CEO and still be chairman of the board? You know, it's a $44 billion investment that he and others have made with him at the head of this. It's kind of fascinating to see. But some other things that have been happening on Twitter we'll get to in a moment. In particular, what the person behind Elon Jet is saying he wants from Elon Musk. That's the guy who's been posting the real-time location of his location. And then also Adam Schiff, a congressman from California, talking about social media. He doesn't call it censorship necessarily, but what he says needs to happen with curbing certain types of speech on social media. But we'll get your phone calls. Good morning. You're on WMAY. Your thoughts about, the past few days with all of the happenings at Twitter. Good morning.
A lot of whining going on the media side. And I would want to correct one thing that was reported on your station on Friday by the news guy. And that was that his Elon's plane information was public knowledge. Apparently, that is not true. It was private, and this guy that I guess I don't know who he is that put this information out there. I don't think he's a media guy, actually.
Just a teenager.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, just a teenager. He's Jack Sweeney.
It's wrong.
Yeah, and kind of what you're talking about here is the apparently, and I don't know all the ins and outs, but you can track private planes, and it's available with flight data, and there are websites that allow you to do that. Just as you can track your loved one's plane when they say, "Hey, I'm traveling across the country. Here's my flight number," and you can track that flight number to watch it in real time. But when it comes to private planes, apparently, and I don't know all the ins and outs, maybe some of you pilots out there can post on this and what the ins and outs are. Apparently, Elon filed for some application to somehow mask his plane, right? But that doesn't mean it can't still be tracked. So he took the steps to try to mask it, but people went ahead and worked to unmask it to a degree and then post that, and that's what Elon Musk was suspending people for.
They're going to try to take him out. They're going to try to take him out.
Well, that's his concern, right? Is he feels like he does have a target on his back, and it's something that he doesn't want to have his real-time location revealed, especially when his children are with him. But the individual, the teenager who did post all of this, Jack Sweeney, he was on CNN recently, and this is some of what he said that we'll just play this a couple of times here. He talked about what he wants from Elon Musk when it comes to not posting this data anymore publicly, either on Twitter or elsewhere.
So what is your current demand? Relative to Musk, what will it make for you to go away and stop this?
Still a Tesla or $50,000. I mean, I'm not going to up it. There's no need to.
So what is your current demand? Relative to Musk, what will it make for you to go away and stop this?
Still a Tesla or $50,000. I mean, I'm not going to up it. There's no need to.
So, is that extortion? He wants $50,000 or a Tesla in order to stop posting this. That's wild. Anyways, so he made that statement on CNN, Jack Sweeney, the teenager who's dealing with this. But what's also fascinating is what Elon Musk is ultimately saying about certain types of speech on Twitter, and his mom even got involved. All right, so his mom posted, "I've reported Larry Elder for this threat." Elon saying it's fine. And even earlier on, Elon Musk joking with Larry Elder, and we'll try to find that for you. The particular post that Larry Elder did, which is kind of macabre humor, dark humor, and Larry Elder said that I'll put this on the video stream. If Adolf Hitler, Mao Zedong, and Elon Musk were walking down the street and you gave an American lefty a firearm, he'd put both bullets into Elon Musk. Elon Musk joked and said, and they would miss both times. But then later on, Elon's mom said that she reported Larry Elder for the threat. Elon's mom, Mae Musk, and Elon responding saying, it's fine. So apparently Elon Musk knows what a joke is, but when it comes to tracking his real-time data, his real-time location, that's something he doesn't think is appropriate, not just for somebody to do against him, but others as well. And he even over the weekend suspended Taylor Lorenz, who had posted the address of the Libs of TikTok Twitter organizer. So this is all developing. It's fascinating. And again, with the poll of Elon Musk saying that if it succeeds, then he'll abide by it, whether or not he should step down as CEO. a lot of moving pieces with Twitter, and I think we'll have to continue to do segments about last night on Twitter. Of course, you can sound off at 217-629-7970. That's the phone number here with Springfield's Morning News on 92.7 WMAY, Springfield's News and Talk. You can also email me, bishoponair@gmail.com. Again, bishoponair@gmail.com.